is Beth Goncher with the Naperville Area Chamber of Commerce, welcoming Senator Linda Holmes and Senator Don DeWitte. Senator Holmes represents the 42nd District, and Senator DeWitte represents the 33rd District here in Illinois. Governor's State of the State and the governor's budget address, what are you hoping to hear from the governor this week? Senator Holmes, did you want to tackle that first?
Certainly. I know he's going to put a big emphasis from what I've heard on early childhood development in the education realm on that. I, as always, am hoping that we hear some, what I'd really like to concentrate on this year is a lot of things that are dealing with the budget and workforce development. So it's a lot more of those economic issues. I feel like in the past couple of years, we've concentrated a lot on social issues. So I would really like to see our focus, especially as we're still recovering from the pandemic, to be more on businesses, workforce development, understanding that every kid doesn't need to go to college. They may want to go into the trades. They may want to go into another field, and understanding those are viable options out there with some good paying jobs.
Senator DeWitte, what are your thoughts?
Some of them are very similar to my colleague, Senator Holmes. I think there is a newly generated interest that, not every high school student is particularly geared to a four-year college degree. It's been great to see vocational programs at the junior colleges in my area. Elgin Community College has been doing a great job with their expansion. Waubonsie Community College out in Sugar Grove has also been significantly expanding their vocational programs. I think those are terrific, and like Senator Holmes, I would love to see those programs continue to be expanded. My perspective with regards to the budget per se, I'm going to be interested to see how the governor chooses to deal with a couple of issues that we are all going to be dealing with. One is the fact that federal dollars from ARPA have pretty much dried up. And I think Illinois has seen just about all of the revenue we're going to see from federal aid with regards to the pandemic. J.B, the Governor's Office of Management and Budget, is also predicting a significant reduction in revenues next year, between 1.8 and $2 billion, which is a significant amount of money. I'm hoping that the governor is going to be taking a more pragmatic approach as to how he's going to deal with those two impending issues. Everyone keeps talking about a recession potentially in 2024. I happen to believe that's coming, based on layoffs that we're already starting to see in the tech industry and the automobile industry. There's going to be a lot of balls to juggle in the coming budget year, and I'll be interested to see how Governor Pritzker chooses to deal with those issues.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, the one thing I can sort of add to that is, fortunately, what we have done now the past couple of years is we put money into a rainy day fund, which I think is important because, like Senator DeWitte said, we have to understand that, no matter what the economy is at the time, it's always cyclical. So you need to have money there for the times when it does take a downturn. The other thing that we did that was really smart is when we had those ARPA dollars coming from the federal government, they were not used for programs, and they were used, it was one-time money used for one-time expenses. So I think Illinois has been a lot more, which I think our credit upgrades prove, we have been a lot more responsible in how we're managing our money.
Senator DeWitte, did you have anything to add to that at all?
No, I think those are both items worth noting. But again, I think, and Senator Holmes is correct, those were prudent measures to take when there was available funding to be able to pigeonhole, if you will, into those future needs and requirements. Again, I think the challenge is going to be what happens with the overall economy, not only in the state, but nationally, and how the governor and the state chooses to deal with what I see coming as some significant economic concerns.